Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's give away some magic. Here we go, friends. We got the All Things Magic prize wheel. This is the free wheel that anyone is welcome to join, just like Gary Edwards, by just typing in the word win. That really is all you need to do to get added to the wheel. And just like this fine gentleman, Mr. Danny LeClaire, he is also now added to the giveaway shenanigans tonight on our show. There we go. All right, and I think I got one more person to add, and then we're going to spin it up. Magic Bob is looking for a win over on the YouTubes. So let's get you added up over there, sir. And I'm going to mix these up a little bit, and we're going to see who the first winner is. Of course, first winner gets a free magic download. Could be you. Here we go, friends. Good luck to you, and welcome back to our weekly streams. And thank you, Jason, for the light on the show. Appreciate you very, very much, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty, it's slowing on down. And our first winner of the show is the one and only Stephen Marcus. Congratulations going out to Mr. Marcus out there. Thank you for joining us. It really is that easy to pick up a win. Everyone in the chat, let's show some love to Stephen, who was our first winner, because you, yes, you could be our next winner. So let's give him a little bit of the OG love.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, winner, winner, chicken dinner love right there. And of course, we need to do one last thing for Stephen. That is this email address. Stephen, please, you have a week to claim your prize. And again, this is a free magic download. You'll learn some stuff digitally. And that is the email right there to claim your prize. And you have 1 week to do that. So if you don't claim the prize before next Tuesday, the prize is no longer any good. So there it is, info@allthingsmagic.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll get you hooked up with some magic just like that. And don't forget, friends, you really could be the next winner out there, just like Steven. So stay tuned to see if you are the next winner. We'll go ahead and close this down for now. I'm going to refresh the wheel and see if it is you that I am landing on next. All right. So, friends, as I mentioned a few weeks ago, the 20th, that's hard to say, 20th season of America's Got Talent is over. And it was won by a very talented singer and very pregnant singer, Miss Jessica. And I had a chance to meet her out there as well, and had a lot of fun doing America's Got Talent, but it was also a lot of work. And if you are someone that's thinking of maybe going on there next season, I've already been getting people messaging me possibly to hire me to help them out. So if you're looking to do that, let me know. But the reason I'm mentioning this now is because I worked with this masked character. There was a lot of, rumors about who it was. Some people thought for sure they knew, and other people had an idea, but they weren't 100% positive. Well, the time is now to show you who this masked person is and find out if you were right. So let's see who I was helping out for season 20 of America's Got Talent.
What the f***? No! Today I'm honored to be joined by the only magician who technically made it to this year's AGT finals, the mysterious, mind-bending, and possibly not entirely human Mastermind. Your performances were unlike anything anyone had seen before. Like, they weren't just tricks, they felt like hacks on reality. So tell us about yourself. Who are you, and what inspired this strange creation?
Some people see a magician, others see an experiment. One where human intuition meets artificial intelligence.
You got standing ovations, judges blown away, Simon Cowell himself calling it the best magic he'd seen.
This is the best magic we've seen.
So, tell me about that experience.
It was surreal. When Simon said those words, I didn't hear best magic. I heard, we still believe in wonder. That's all I ever wanted. To remind people that in a world run by data, magic still matters.
So, now the competition is over. Are you finally ready to reveal who you really are?
Yes, there is someone behind the mask. And maybe it's time.
First of all, a massive thank you to everyone who supported this vision. This whole thing began as a crazy idea to explore what happens when magic, psychology, and technology collide. It wasn't easy to leave the competition, but sometimes life gives you reminders about what really matters: family, health, and being present for the people you love. Every single performance was designed to make you feel something, to make you question what's real and what's truly possible. And if you enjoyed that, then you'll love what I do every night in Las Vegas in my show, which is also called Mastermind, as if that wasn't the biggest giveaway of all. That's where this experiment continues, live, unpredictable, and even more personal. A massive thank you to the entire AGT production team for letting me share this strange idea with the world, to my team who helped bring it to life, and to everyone who watched, questioned, felt something, and shared the journey. You made it what it became. So if you want to stay part of the story, please follow @ColinCloud and come and see exactly what happens next.
So there you go, friends. Cat is out of the bag. Colin Cloud, the man behind the mask. And it was an amazing ride with him. This is me on set. This was the night of the, I believe this was the results show. This was the results show. And I was in the audience watching, and it was exciting as hell when we made it through to the semifinals. And then later on, you know, the blow that we had to pull out of the competition, which was a bit of a bummer. But I will just say quickly that a lot of people that think consulting is easy or fun, or it is such a easy. I'm going to go back to easy again. It is one of the hardest things you will ever do as a magician. You get pushed to your limits by the production team, creatively, logistically. It is exhausting. And I want to say that working with Colin, you know, when we were there on set, when we were working behind the scenes, when we were rehearsing, we were doing all the things. Colin was sick the whole time. He was dealing with a lot of other stuff. And it was something, though, that was really nice to see, that he was a class act all the way through the experience. So working with him was a pleasure. And the whole experience was something that, I'll sum it up real quick, right? People ask me, Luke, you knew, consulting's not easy, but was this as hard as you thought it would be, or was it intense? And I said, you know what? I knew this was going to be a heavy experience to go into. You know, going into something like this, which is a massive production, where they have live tapings going on and you have to get certain things done in a certain amount of time, that it was going to be heavy. It was going to be tough, but I didn't know it was going to be this tough. So I would definitely love to get the experience again and to go further, because we did have to pull out. But just want to say shout out to Colin Cloud. As he mentioned at the end of the video, his show Mastermind here is in Las Vegas. And I'll tell you what, if you're coming and you're looking for a great show, he will do just that for you. Okay? So that is that. Did the judges know it was Colin eventually? Was he on the show as Colin years ago? So Colin was on the show as himself, both on America's Got Talent, on Britain's Got Talent. He also did some guest appearances as well over the years. But truthfully, the judges have no idea what anybody is going to be doing or who any of the people are, especially when they're wearing a mask, during the show. They really do come in blind, not knowing anything. So no, they did not have any clue that it was Colin on the show. That's 100% the truth. I can tell you that. Mike Mueller says it's very hard. The producers can change their minds at the last minute. And that's what happened to us. You know, Colin has a show in Las Vegas. All the other contestants got to come to Pasadena, which is where I went with Colin, a week ahead of the shooting of the show, the taping, the live taping. And we had 2 days. And one of those days where we had to make changes and really have the most stressful time of all, we were there on Labor Day, where production was closed. There was no taping. There was no production. So we were working through that, trying to get fixes in before the next day, the Tuesday, when they were doing the live taping. So it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. And yeah, they can definitely change their minds at the last minute. You got that right, Mike. That's so awesome, Luke. You're a class act too. This is epic. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. Like I said, it was a lot of fun, but it was a whole lot of work. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And it was fun to bring you guys along for the ride. I'm just adding a few more names to the wheel. Alex Flippin, I got you covered there on the wheel. And thank you to everyone that supported us as a team getting through to the next round. I know what I was in the group asking people to vote. So thank you. Thank you for helping us get through and all of the support. I know Colin appreciates it as well. So wanted to give a shout out to you. And also just kind of close the door on that, wrap that up. A lot of people knew, or they had an idea if that's who it was, but they didn't know for sure, I should say. And Mike says that also happened to Eric Chin 2 days before shooting. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough out there. They make changes on the fly. Rich Gilbert, what's up, Rich? Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Appreciate you being here. What a great way to promote the live show. Congrats, Luke and Colin. Yeah, for sure. It is a nice way to promote the live mastermind show at Harris here in Las Vegas. So yeah, you guys should definitely come and check it out. All right. So there we go. That is Mastermind. All righty, friends. And thank you, Mike Miller, for the like on the show. I've always enjoyed consulting, and I continue to enjoy consulting. So, yeah, it's definitely a fun thing. Rich says he can't wait to see Colin Cloud next week. Yes, that's right. You have tickets to his show. Nice, Rich. Can't wait to hear what you think. And be sure to get some pictures and send them on over my way, and I'll post them up here on the show. Speaking of pictures and you guys sending me stuff, I wanted to give a shout-out to our big winner from our last live stream, which was Mike Hankins. He won a $400 prize just for participating, picking up some raffle tickets, and he received the Spirit Bell Deluxe, the brand new Anverti Spirit Bell, valued at $400, courtesy of my pal over at Murphy's Magic, Mr. Austin Murphy. And Mike was kind enough to send me a quick clip to share with you. So let's see what Mike has to say about his big prize that he won on our last show.
Hey, what's up? This is Mike Hankins, and I wanted to give a special shout out to All Things Magic, Luke Dancy, Murphy's Magic. I got my Spirit Bell. It's amazing. It was so great to be a part of such an awesome contest. We support All Things Magic, not just to win prizes, but to help it continue to grow and to help Luke and his team continue to deliver amazing product reviews, amazing articles, amazing talks, and more importantly, an amazing community. So once again, thanks so much, Luke Dancy, All Things Magic, Murphy's Magic. I got my Spirit Bell. Time to make it do things.
So there we go. Congratulations to Mike. And thanks, Mike, for taking the time to send me the video of you with your new prize that you're going to do things with. So yes, big winner from our last show, Mr. Mike Hankins. Alrighty, yes, Mike Hankins rocks. True that. Class act all the way. I would have to agree. And also, speaking of class acts, you see a little cheese coming in here. Tonight, we are having tacos, and they're getting keyed out. Tacos on a Taco Tuesday. That is right, friends. Let me just do this officially here. Hey, let me grab a couple here. Let me grab a couple over here. Let me grab a couple here. Cheers. If you're having some Taco Tuesday goodness, if you're having tacos, enchiladas, anything, quesadillas, whatever, or just a margarita or something, let me know in the comments. And I was giving shout outs to everybody. I got to give a shout out to the wifey. The wifey has very busy days doing what she does, running her own business and just doing a lot of other stuff. And she still finds time to make the best damn tacos in the world. Everybody give it up for the wifey. Come on. She does not have to do any of that, but she does. And she is amazing. And I'm so thankful for her doing that. Because actually, I'm very hungry today too. So this was exactly what I needed. So much love to the wifey. That was for the wifey. All right. So good stuff. I think it is time to go ahead and jump into a little bit of magic for you. And then we'll jump into a little bit more news and other stuff like that. Real Radical says, me and my girlfriend had baked potato taco bowls. That sounds really good. Very nice. Very nice. Sounds delish. All right. So let's jump on into a new trick, a new thing that is out. This is the Venom Cube Compact Edition from Henry Harris. And I remember seeing this at Magic Live, I think last year for the first time. I'm going to pause it real quick here. Let me just come back to this for you real quick. This is the original size of a Rubik's Cube, the ones you're used to seeing. And then you have the one in the middle, which is the compact edition. This is the one that we're going to be talking about briefly here. This is the new one that has come out. So you can see the size difference right away, meaning that this is perfect for close-up magic now, close-up performers. It's very, very easy to carry on you. You can put it in your little bag. It fits in your pocket on the inside of a jacket pocket or on one of your outside pockets too. And if you don't know what Venom is in general, this is the thing where someone literally can shuffle up a Rubik's Cube, mix it all up, and then you pick up yours. And just by doing this action here, you can show that both cubes match without doing any type of switch or anything like that right before their eyes. The gimmicks for this compared to the original Venom are thinner. So it's a thinner gimmick because you're doing it close up. So people are going to be closer to you when you perform it. So they took that and they decided to make it even thinner. So now you can perform up close so people won't see what's going on, right? So I'm glad that they did that, because if it is going to be smaller and more intimate, then it should be able to fly as well. There's also a new little thing they added here, which is a little picture showing that the Rubik's Cubes match on the photo. So he shows this before. You could do a little out to lunch type thing here where they sign it. And then at the end, when you solve the cube, you can show that the photo now is signed. While it's signed, rather, it is also solved as well. So you don't have to do that, but it's a nice little touch that you can also add. A couple points to note here. Number one, you do not need to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube to do this. You do not. You know, a lot of people think Rubik's Cube magic means I need to be able to solve or cube in order to do it. This one, you don't need to do that. Now, if you want to do the final effect with the flash solve, you will need to practice that moment, but the rest of it, you don't need to know how to do anything. So again, if you don't want to do the little matching thing at the end, you do not have to do that, okay? One of the biggest questions, of course, is how much is it? It's $170. Don't forget, we do offer Shop Pay and Afterpay, so you can break up payments for bigger purchases just like this. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys if you're interested in this one. Compact edition. And yeah, I mean, if you just look here again, you can see the size difference, which really does make this more practical for people like me that do a lot of close-up events, walk around type stuff, you know, things like that. And you still get the impossible matching effect at the end. So yeah, that is the Venom Cube Compact Edition. And if any of you have ever used the Venom Cube or seen it, you know how amazing it is, but also you know how fooling it is, right? It's a worker in every sense of the word. So that is that. All right. We've got Deserve. I recently spent $400 at All Things Magic. I love ordering through you. Well, that means the world to us. And Deserve, we don't deserve such generosity and support, but we appreciate it very, very much. I want to say that people that do support the shop keep us in business. We are a business. Yes, we're a Facebook group. We are a community, but we're also a business. So when people support us financially like that, or with our giveaways like tonight, you continue to help us do what we do, which is bring you honest reviews, honest thoughts, and we only sell quality magic. So thank you for supporting us and believing in what we do. Deserve over on YouTube. Appreciate that more than you know. So thank you. How quick is the reset for this guy? It's actually very, very quick. The way that this works is something that you will not be able to reset in front of your spectators, but to reset it, to do it again, you can do that because this is like a close-up thing. You're going to be doing it more than once. You can reset it with under 30 seconds. I would say more like 15, 20 seconds, but it is something that won't take you long at all. If you're doing strolling and you're walking from one group to another side of the room, you could reset it as you're moving through the room. So yeah, I was looking to see if there was anything about that in here, but I don't see anything about that. So yes, good question. There we go. Is it great for stage? Matthew, I would recommend the original Venom Cube for stage. It's the bigger regular size cube, Rubik's Cube, and it would be able to be seen better. The one I'm showing you tonight is definitely meant for our close-up workers because it is a compact, smaller edition. If you want to do Venom, this type of effect on stage, get the regular Venom Cube, which we can get in stock, which we will be doing very, very soon. So there we go. Can anybody put the super chat amount in the comments? I'm watching on silent because I'm at work. There is a minimum of $5, Alex, I'll just comment on that. Alex, there is a $5 minimum super chat on YouTube. Hopefully that helps you out over there. Okay. So yeah, that is some amazing stuff for our friends in the close-up world. As Corey says, Venom Cube for stage is loads of fun, especially if you're able to have fun jokes and with your audience. Oops. An amazing result at the end. Yeah, it's quite the impossible finish for sure. Yeah. Glad I don't have to peel stickers off. This is great. Yes, for sure. We also got Mystic Tom out there who's looking for a win. Thanks, Tom, for being here tonight. Let me get you up over on our prize wheel. Mystic Tom 58. Got you covered, sir. I'll put you over there as Mystic Tom 58 on YouTube. Okay. And thank you for the raffle. Appreciate that very much. Tonight's raffle, thank you for bringing that up, Tommy, is going to be $250 worth of magic with this included. Now, these are currently sold out everywhere else. We cannot get these in stock at the moment. But I will say that this is something that I am wanting to give away because we're going to give you one of the TCC close-up bags. This is the faux leather one. You know what I mean? It's the luxury edition. However, you're not just going to get the bag. You're also going to get $200 worth of magic tricks in this. I'm going to handpick some amazing close-up magic for you that's going to go inside of this. So not only are you going to receive this beautiful case, close-up case, you're also going to get some kick-ass magic that you will love to use out there in the real world. So if you want to enter our giveaways tonight, here's a couple ways to do that. Let me actually bring up that page. How to enter. You can purchase raffle tickets. Now, if you've never done this before, raffle tickets can be found at the link that I'm about to post right now. Now, the good thing is with the raffle tickets, we have special deals for our friends where if you buy two, you get one for free. Because the more entries you get, the better the chances are you have to win. But you can enter for just $5 and win over $200 worth of magic tonight. But of course, more entries, more chances. You can also do a $5 minimum super chat on YouTube. So we do have a couple super chats coming on in here. Like Istar, he would be on our giveaways a couple different times because he also donated there and there. So that is another way that you can enter. And last but not least, it is a 500 stars minimum on Facebook. So if you want to grab some Facebook stars, get yours here. All right, we will put the link in the chat for you there too. So now you have all three ways to get in and get your chances to win some magic. But don't forget, we also do offer our free giveaways throughout the night. And if you want to win, let us know. All you need to do is type the word win. You see it right there, say win, and that gets you on our free giveaway wheel, which we will be doing another giveaway shortly. Our friend Jim says, I have 3 of those TCC bags. They are great. They really are great. They do the job, they look the part, and they are quality for sure. But don't forget, you're not just getting the bag, you're getting a whole bunch of magic in there for you too. So there you go. All right, so we looked at a little bit of magic. And of course, if you are watching tonight and you have questions about some of the products we're talking about, anything maybe that we have talked about on another show, or maybe some stuff that has come out recently and you want me to answer, honestly, I am here for you. So let me know, okay? All right. Let's see. Alex says, thanks. I forgot about the raffle tickets. Just grabbed 3. Well, thanks, Alex, for the support. We appreciate that. As I mentioned, always, friends, the raffle tickets and the support you show there really, truly does help keep this show going. You know, the technology we use, the service I use for all this costs me money. So you guys help me continue to do that. So it's appreciated very, very much. Now let's take a look at who is at the world famous Magic Castle tonight. And this is like perfect timing because my old pal, Paul Green, says hi from the Magic Castle. And that is perfect timing because Paul Green, who I want to say real quick, is one of the most kind, humble human beings I've ever met in the magic industry. I was just a kid in my early 20s going to a magic convention in South Carolina. And he was one of those guys that made me feel like I was important. Even though I was just some random kid he'd never met, he gave me the time of day. He shared some amazing advice that I continue to carry with me today. And it was just super kind. And Paul Green just so happens to be in the close-up gallery tonight. So Paul is, must have just finished October 13th. Yeah, so this is tonight, 5:15, 5:45, and 6:15. So he's got a couple minutes before he starts. That's what's going on here. Or is that 6:35? No, 6:15. Yeah, 6:15. So Paul Green, have a great last close-up show tonight in the close-up gallery. And again, thank you for what you did for me as a kid, man. It really has carried, I've carried it with me my entire life. So thank you. I really mean that. So you can check out Paul Green the rest of the week. He's in the early close-up. In the middle there, holding it down, one of the true amazing magicians of our time, John Carney, is doing 7 p.m., 7:45, 8:30, and 9:15 shows. And last but not least, Jason Flores holding it down in the late close-up at the Magic Castle. What an honor to have Paul Green popping on and saying hello. Parlor Prestidigitation. We've got some people here rocking the parlor. That is Simone Turkington and Patrick Livingstone. We've got those two folks there doing the early and late in the parlor. In the Palace of Mystery, the trio of Mark Haslam, Kojo Sugawa, and Joseph Gabriel. Very nice. Did not expect to see Joseph Gabriel because he's usually a stage guy. Well, that is like the stage area. But he's usually doing like dove work, and don't get to see him too often in, like a general kind of show. So that's neat to see Joseph Gabriel there. Library Bar, we have Hub the Deceiver. He's there Wednesday, so tomorrow and Thursday from 8:30 until midnight. In the Pillar Theater, we've got Tovar and Branham. All right. The Hat and Hair, we got Nick, Mike, and Bob. They are the trio each and every week over in the Hat and Hair. And the Saturday and Sunday brunch Parlor Kids shows, we've got the Magic Hatter. I like how they spell that. And those are the times for the Magic Hatter. That's clever. As always, if you want to see who is performing, and thank you, Alan, Chuck Norris approved. Thank you for the follow, Alan, Ronald, Mugar, Evaristo. Thank you very much. Head on over to magiccastle.com. Magiccastle.com. That'll bring you here. Give you a little more details about the Magic Castle. It is a very strict dress code. And you do need to be a guest of someone who's a private club. But if you want to see who was there, click on Now Appearing, and it'll bring you here so you can see the different dates and times that people are there. And it is a new group of people each and every week at the Magic Castle. So that is a look at who was there this week. All right. Good-looking group of people there. And as Matthew says, I love magic. Join the club. Me too. Me too. Mostly amazing. Gary says, I bought 2 tickets separately. Luke, will I still get third? Yes, we will get you covered over there, Gary. No worries. Got you covered, sir. Also, John Goodyear says, just bought 3 raffle tickets. Fingers are crossed. Good luck to you, John Goodyear. Good luck on our giveaways. Lou also says the Halloween costumes are for the next 2 weeks. Oh, the castle. That's fun. Very cool. So you can actually wear them in as a guest? Or is it the performers? Or is it the people that work there? I'm curious. How far in advance can you see who is appearing at the castle? So for members, they do let out, I think, a month in advance. If you're a member, I do believe you can find out who's there a month in advance. So if you know someone that is a member and you really want to pick a date based on who would be best that I want to go see, maybe speak to a member and they would be able to crack open the curtain and let you know who is performing over there. And Mike Miller says he just bought some raffle tickets. Thank you, Mike Miller. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Lou says everyone can wear costumes that week. That's fun. That's really cool. Gilbert says, do you get any raffle tickets from ordering items from your site or just through the donations? Gilbert, it's just through the donations, but we do have it's like set up as a product, right? Our raffle tickets. So it is like a product on our website that you can purchase. And again, if you purchase there, you get some bonus entries by buying directly from us. But maybe we'll do that next week, or maybe we'll do that so that everyone from this week, you know what? Why don't we do that? Let me make a note right now. How about this? We've never done this before, but how about this? Everyone that spends, for every $50 that's spent between now and next Tuesday's show. So if your order is $50, you'll get 1 entry into our giveaways. How about that? So if you purchase more, or you do multiple, if you want to buy multiple things over the week, whatever, we'll tack those on too. But yeah, we'll do that. So everyone that purchases something during the week, between now and next week's show, we'll also give you an entry on the thing, on the giveaway, I should say. But for tonight, it is just the raffle ticket purchases, super chats on YouTube, and also the Facebook stores. That's how we're doing it tonight. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for next week. Alrighty, that's great. There you go. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it. just thought of it. All right, and Jim is popping in a super chat saying, "Good luck, all." I love when people do that. They're always supporting each other. Love to see that. All right. Jim, man, thank you, Obes, for the 16 stars. Appreciate that very, very much. Just as a reminder, it is a 500 star minimum on our stars to get in on our giveaway. Okay. So, friends, we're talking about a little bit of Magic. How about we talk about a little bit more right about now? I want to let you know, because a lot of people have been asking about this, specifically because of the season that we're in. Obviously, we're going into Halloween, just a couple weeks or so. And so I wanted to show you that this is now available again. These are finally back.
Oh, yeah!
In stock. You know, a lot of people love to do seances or talk about Houdini because, you know, Houdini passed during this time of year. And so I wanted to let you know that we now have the Houdini edition of Phantom 2.0 back in stock. These are amazing. A lot of people have been asking because they want to include a Houdini touch with something that they're doing. We have had available for a little while the superhero version, which is still available as well. I don't know why it says sold out, but we do have those available. We need to update that. And wanted to let you know that you can also customize this. So that is officially back in stock. If you don't know what it is, you've got a photo of Harry Houdini. The hand literally goes across, comes back up with the card. And if you want to, you can even wipe on the frame, which is behind the photos behind the frame, and it changes. The card will change behind that. You can kind of see what I'm talking about right there. As he's going to wipe that across, the card changes into their card. So anyway, the Houdini edition, not only that, they also fixed the date. The date was not correct on the first edition of these, but it is fixed now. So if you are looking for that, we now have them available again because they are back in stock. So there you go. And again, don't forget, we do offer the Shop Pay. We do offer Afterpay. So that way you don't have to pay the whole amount you see there today. You make the first payment and it ships. And then you just pay off the rest when it's convenient to you. So there you go, friends. That is something that is officially back. Let me actually update that myself since I'm here and I'm thinking about it. Because we do have the superhero ones available. So pardon me while I do that. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And I think two shows ago, we actually did a giveaway for the superhero version. So it was a $300 giveaway that we did that night too. So we are all about hooking you guys up with the good stuff, aren't we? All right. So let's go ahead and adjust that. So there we go. The superhero version is now back. Okay. There we go. Gilbert says, sorry to ask, do I buy tickets by clicking on the $ bill below? That's the super chat because you're watching over on YouTube. That would be a super chat, Gilbert. But if you want to actually purchase the raffle tickets themselves, this is the link to click here, Mr. Gilbert. We'll put that in the chat for you right there. Make it super, super easy for you. So there you go. Okie dokie. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into another look at something. You know, I was just talking about Henry Harris and his brand new Venom Cube, the compact edition, but he's also got something else that I am personally very excited about. There is, you know, we do a lot of different Magic, a lot of different situations, but it's always nice when you can do something bigger than the situation that you're in. So as a close-up magician strolling, I saw this next thing and I'm like, holy shit, that's perfect. I want to do this. So I'm going to show you what this is. This is not the trailer. This is just some of the routines that are taught when you purchase this. Now keep in mind what you're about to see comes in two versions. It comes in like a water, like a regular glass, like a drinking glass, and it comes in like a champagne glass. And what is Luke talking about? I'm talking about the Perfect Glass by Henry Harris. As I mentioned, you can choose the type of glass you want. There's water, and there's the champagne, and there's the two looks at the glasses. But let's not just talk about it. Let me have you look at this. And for the price, you cannot go wrong with this.
You know, filming in this studio with all the lightings, it's a little bit hot here. So I have something in my pocket that can help me with this, which is a straw. Wait, it's a little bit hot. I need to take off my jacket first. Wait. Oh. Iced tea. Love it.
The always cool Mr. Henry Harris dropping another banger here. The Perfect Glass is something that you could use, carry around comfortably with you, and you can have the glass or the regular glass or the champagne glass appear in multiple ways, as you just saw there. You can use it in a lot of different ways. I will say there is one. Here's one look, I should say, at the two glasses, a little bit better. You can look there. The nice thing about these, though, is they're not actually glass. So if you drop it when you're performing or you're moving things around and you drop it, they're not going to break. They're shatterproof, I believe is exactly how they put it. So that's the best thing of all, is that they look just like the real thing, but they are leak-proof as well, leak-proof. And you can produce the drink at any point in your act, which is nice. And you do receive the little lid that you need there to make sure that it doesn't pop out. But yeah, the nice thing is this is not something that's going to fall down and break if you drop it, because I'm clumsy. I'm a clumsy son of a bitch. So I'm glad to know it won't break. Hello, Tim Miller. How we doing, sir? Happy Tuesday to you. Thanks for joining us tonight. As Mike Hankins says, kava in a glass. You got that right. I got some in my cup right now. Cheers. Do the fake ice cubes still come with the Perfect Glass? Yes, they are included with this. I think it's, is it mentioned down here or not? Yeah, I did see in the original ad copy. Thank you for the great question. Let me just double check that. Thank you, Scott, as well, for the love out there. I saw you, Scott. Let's take a quick peek behind the scenes, and let me just read this out real quick. If you have any other questions, friends, again, that's why we do these live. You know, I want to make sure I get all the questions answered for you when you are thinking about picking up any of these items. Yes, so it does have here, and I should maybe update the ad copy. Purchasing the Perfect Water Glass will come with the ice cubes. If you pick up the champagne glass, I guess, then that does not come with the ice cube. So if you want to get the glass, the taller glass, then that one does come with the ice cubes. The glass there on the right side. So yeah, that's the one. This one will come with the ice cubes. This one will not. So good question. Steve Zelke in the house. What's up, Steve Z? Good to see you, sir. He says, dang, just made it. Well, we're good. Very glad to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. About time, Steve. Tell Luke when. Oh, I got Steve up there earlier. Trust me. He is on all of our prize wheels. He is good to go tonight. And thank you very much for the support out there, Mr. Steve Zelke. Mr. Steve Z. All right. So Perfect Glass by Henry. Here he is. There we go. That is right there. Got my raffle tickets. Thank you, Tim, for the support. I will add those up shortly. And Steve Timken in the house. Let me get you added up on our prize wheel as well. Steve Timken. All right. There we go. You are officially in the running. And Steve Z with some stars as well. You're too kind, Steve Zelke. There he is. Oh, my. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
No. We got to do the real one.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Also wanted to pose the question of the week to all of you out there. Well, there's always some great conversations going in the All Things Magic group. I want to also show something else, and Steve Z is here. And I want to know if this is true, actually. So, Steve, I'm glad you're here. Steve said, because it's Taco Tuesday, and of course I'm having my tacos tonight as we're watching. He said brownie and peanut butter tacos. But here's the thing I want to know is true. These are made locally. This is his comment in the All Things Magic group. For all coming to the Gateway Close-Up Convention, Stephen Busking and I will personally make sure you get one. Is this true? Or is this really something that you're doing for the Gateway Close-Up Convention? Do you really get chocolate tacos with this much goodness? Is this true? As if it is, I want to be there right now. Brownie and peanut butter tacos. Is this true? Steve Zelke, you are the man. You are here. You know better than anybody because you made this post. Is this true, or are you just trying to get Luke Dancy excited over there? I gotta know because that's a brownie. That looks so good. I'm a sweets guy anyway, so get a taco and diabetes. True that. Yay, Steve Zelke. I'll have one for you. So okay. Because the way you made it sound there, Steve, was these are made locally for all coming. So I had to make sure that this is not something that's actually like being proposed. Because I don't want to be talking it up. Yeah. No, looks damn good. That really does look good. And speaking of Steve Zelke, and what is this Gateway Close-Up Convention you're talking about? All right, what am I talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. Thursday convention coming up March 26th through the 28th in the future, 2026. And this is the lineup. You are looking at lectures, close-up shows, workshops in the dealer's room, along with a 40 years later tribute to Ed Marlowe. These are the fine folks lecturing and performing: Mark Timms, myself, Chad Long, Jason Bainey, and Steffi K, Danny Chang, Steve Myers, Jimmy Ichiana, and Steve Freeberg. The price is now $250. It was $200 until the beginning of September, but it is now the regular price. This is the website to look this up. This is the email of the man, and it is held in Collinsville, Illinois, at the DoubleTree by Hilton. And again, the special event right there, Ed Marlowe 40 years later. That's going to be something that's going to happen with Kevin Kelly and Randy Wakeman. So that's going to be really fun. If you're on your phone and you want to get a QR code link, there you go. Scan that right now. We've also got, of course, a great room rate for people that want to go and stay. And there you go. So it's going to be a good time with some friends and some new friends. And I'm looking forward to it. So it's going to be a good time, friends. Gateway Close-Up Convention. Close-Up Convention. Steve Timken with the 500 stars. Thank you, Steve. You are too kind. Thank you. Hey, you got chocolate on my taco. You got peanut butter on my taco. I still can't get over these tacos. Holy moly. They just look so good. So freaking good. Oh my God. And I want to let you guys know that are just joining us. Again, our last big winner was Mike Hankins picking up a $400 Spirit Bell Deluxe from our friends over at Murphy's Magic. And I want to let you know, we do have those for purchase as well. You know, for those looking, this is the product that we have. These are actually the products because they release multiple things at once. I want to answer a quick question too. So the Spirit Bell Deluxe is you get this whole set that you see here. You get all this stuff. You get the little case there for it that it goes inside of. And it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of goodness there. You can also get the regular edition, the standard edition, which looks like this, which is just the bell itself that will move on its own, I guess you could say, which is cool. This one has, as you can see, the little thing that hits the bell on the side, a little hammer, I guess you could call it. So that's what's on that one. The pendulum, this is one we've had some questions about. The pendulum, This and the voodoo doll are accessories for the bells. Now, as you know, a pendulum will work with or without anything else. If you just hold it, it'll move based on like the muscle stuff going on. Right? It's a very scientific, like it's a real thing, right? But these are really made to be used with the bells. So this would go in the place of the bell. The top of this, you can see, has a little hole that goes over that part, and that makes the pendulum move on its own. Now, technically, you can use the pendulum if you just hold it from above, and it'll do the same thing. But again, these are really meant to be used with the apparatus, and it does work with either one of the bells. And then this is the voodoo doll, the same exact thing. This, as you can see, has a little top part there that goes over the end of the bell, and it will move when you touch the other voodoo doll. So it's like there's a connection there, right? So that is what these are. There's been some questions about the uses of them and can you use them without the bells, right? So, but yeah, again, you see the bell hanging here. You would just replace that with the voodoo doll or the pendulum right there. So there you go. Those are brand new. And tonight's giveaway, for those curious, again, a $250 smorgasbord of magic, right? We have a TCC luxury close-up case, and we're going to pop in $200 worth of magic inside of this. Hand-picked magic for me, for you. Some amazing stuff. You'll be blowing minds and carrying it around in style if you're doing any gigs. So this is fan-frickin-tastic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Was the deluxe Spirit Bell cabinet glass or plexi? I don't know. I still don't know. Mike Hankins, have you opened up yours? I know that you had the box there. I honestly don't know what material that is made of. I can take a quick peek over here. Let me do that briefly just to see if there is any detail, but I don't think that they listed that in the ad copy. I don't know if they updated that. Let's see. Deluxe. Plexi, I believe, is what Plexi seems to be. Jim knows. I believe Jim picked one up. But I don't know if they ever updated the ad copy to say that. It's a good question. But Plexi would make more sense shipping-wise, right? You don't want to have stuff breaking. Let's go back up here. For the perfect glass, the fake ice cubes are nice because the glass won't sweat and become slippery. That's a good point, Ken. That's a very good point. I read that it's plexiglass. Okay. It's plexi. So we got several people saying plexi. Mike says it doesn't quite feel like plexi, but maybe it's just a different type of plexi. Yeah, it makes sense, plexi, yeah. So I think that's what it is. I would probably say that. Yeah. And Steve Zelke, another 1,000 stars. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And Jim says the packaging is a work of art. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing really is a thing of beauty, for sure. They went, they're like, okay, if we're going to make the bell, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right all the way around. And that's what they did. So very happy with that, for sure. Because the price tag, this is something you want to look at as an investment. People are going to use it, but, it's something you want to feel good about, for sure. Richard Zach in the house tonight. How we doing, Richard? Thank you for popping on Taco Tuesday for Magicians. Nice to see you out there. All right. So we are moving and grooving tonight, friends. If you're just joining us, don't forget we are doing our a big giveaway tonight for our supporters out there. So we do have a couple ways you can enter that. I'm going to put the link in the chat for raffle tickets now. The ways to enter one more time are raffle tickets, which we just put that link in there. $5 minimum super chat on YouTube and 500 stars minimum over on Facebook. So if you want to get in on those giveaways, you can win, and you only have to pay $5 if you want to. But of course, if you want to get more entries, it gives you more chances to win, right? So there you go. All right, everybody. I think because there are a lot of entries for me to enter, it's time for me to take a little bit of a break and bring you our throwback of this week. Now, Halloween, we are halfway pretty much through the month of October already, almost. And Halloween is coming up, and how cool is it, really, that Halloween is on a Friday this year, right? I wish that would have happened every year when I was a kid, but it didn't. But it's happening this year. So I thought, we'll get in the Halloween spirit a little bit. And I really couldn't think of a better person to do that than the one and only Eugene Burger. He performed an amazing set on the Paul Daniels show many, many moons ago. And I thought, you know what? we're getting there. So why don't we bring Eugene back for a little bit? Let's remember him and his magic, and let's have some fun and watch one of the best that ever did it do it again. So here it is, my friends. Our throwback of the week is Eugene Burger, and he sure is missed, but things like this really do help keep his memory alive, and I'm proud to do that for you here. So I'll be entering more of your raffle tickets, more of your Facebook stars, more of your super chats in while this is happening. So if you want to do that, now is the time. We'll be doing our first giveaway after this.
You're about to meet a gentleman who in America has created his own kind of theatre. He calls it the Spirit Theatre. And the Spirit Theatre is, well, it's a close-up kind of performance that has made him a legend amongst magicians. And I'm delighted to have him with us at this Halloween party, Eugene Burger. Hi, Eugene. Nice to see you. The people here have never seen Eugene before now at all. I told them you looked a lot like Charlton Heston. Okay. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. How nice to be here. I'm often asked if, among all the magic that I perform, I have a favorite. I did it for you. I do. It is my favorite because it illustrates one of the world's oldest stories. Yellow cotton thread, a single length, which will represent the entire universe. In Hindu mythology, it is the god Brahma who creates the universe and all that there is. Brahma then retires, and the god Vishnu takes over, and Vishnu sustains and preserves the universe in every moment of its existence. And then, at the end of time, the god Shiva appears and dances a weird and terrible dance of fire, the Tandava dance, in which the entire material universe is destroyed in blinding light, brighter than 10,000 suns. And the universe is no more. There is only silence, vast cosmic sleep. And out of this cosmic sleep, Brahma wakens himself again. He looks about, and seeing nothing lovely or beautiful, he decides to create the universe again. And creating it, he retires, pleased with his eternal play. And what's your name?
Janet.
Hi, Janet. I have a couple questions for you. Number one, are you right? Don't look in the magic box, your eyes will fall out. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Perfect, because I have a right-handed China marker. And I want you to hold it in your right hand because it needs to pick up your vibrations. Question two, do you believe in spirits?
I could tonight.
Me too. What I've got here are two groups of cards. This one is blank, and on this one I have cunningly written words of things that attract the spirits. A crystal ball, incense, cookie, chocolate chip, a crow's feather, creative massage. Didn't think it was going to be that kind of a program, did you? A bell, these are the classics. The book, the bourbon, then the candle, the slate, they do love to write messages, and finally Sissy, the black cat. Now, sir, we've never met. We're going to eliminate some of these cards at random, and you're going to be the eliminator, so give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7 it is. Spirits never appear in light. They only appear in darkness. This is the spirit's cabinet, and you can see that the cabinet is empty. The ends are folded to the center, leaving one end open. That, Janet, is the doorway to the spirit world. Ooh. Now, on the bottom half of the card, write your initials big. One there, one there. I'll hold it steady. J.P. Nice to perform. Yes, looks perfect. Also, write your initials on this side. J, keeping the same initials. A nice touch. Now, the card goes into the spirit cabinet along with the marker you've been holding, and the doorway is closed. And now it is time to contact the spirits. There are people who believe that there are spirits in every room, capable of doing the weirdest things. Tell it to open.
Open.
What a strange way to light a candle. Sir, you said what number?
7.
7 it is. Hello. I'm going to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had a suspicion about you from the very beginning. I did. Spirits, the words, are creative massage. Pick up the marker. Pick up the marker and write. Down. But look, the spirits have written massage. A moral tale. Dracula and the college girls. Now, what I want you to do, Janet, is to look at the cards and take out not a picture card, take out a number card. The 5 of spades. That card will be Dracula in our moral tale. So, write Dracula right across the face of the card. It's nice to perform for literate people who can spell polysyllabic words. Now, our story begins as most of these movies end. Dracula has been impaled with a silver spike, represented, you guessed it, Janet, by the drawing pin. He has been impaled, a sound effect, right on to the back of his coffin, represented by the card case. A group of college girls, represented by the deck at large, are having a picnic in the woods, to the woods. And one of the young ladies strays from the group, a red-blooded girl with a lot of heart. And she ventures upon the vampire and his coffin, and not realizing the consequence of her deed, she foolishly removes the silver spike. Acting in her stead, Janet, reach over and take out the spike and put it right on the table. This frees the vampire, who shows his gratitude by attacking the innocent young lady. And as vampires will do, he drains her of most of her life's blood. Stimulated by the red fluid and recognizing there are other party girls at the picnic, Dracula jumps into the center of the picnickers and begins cutting up. The house mother appears upon the scene. She sends the innocent co-ed's body back to Scunthorpe for a Christian burial, and then she takes the silver spike. Janet, do you see the little hole right there? Drop the spike directly into the hole. Nicely done. Meanwhile, back at the picnic, a terrible shuffle is going on. Dracula lures the entire group of college girls onto the back of his coffin. It looks like curtains for the ladies, but the matron, Mrs. Van Helsing, has brought with her a single dried tanna leaf from an old mummy movie. It's an eclectic story. The tanna leaf works its magic, the co-eds are saved, and Dracula is impaled again under the drawing pin. And that's a true story.
Well, I believe him. I believe him. I believe anything Eugene says. He's a delight to watch. Ladies and gentlemen.
And there he was, friends. It's like he never left us, right? The one and only Eugene Burger. And I love the fact that, you know, we have footage just like that to keep his memory alive. And yeah, he was one of the best to ever do it. That character, he owned that character, you know? I saw a couple of you making some jokes about, I think it was David First saying, yeah, Eugene was born with that beard. Could have been, right? Definitely could have been. Just you never saw him without it, that's for sure, right? Legend, for sure, that's another great word. Mostly Amazing said, I have this performance on Eugene Goes Bizarre, awesome. Classic, yeah, for sure. There's Ken Dum, he aged perfectly into this character. What a treat to have these performances captured, yeah, for sure. We got Pure Genius coming in from a buddy Eric out there. What a treasure. Yay from our buddy Steve, and awesome. He is timeless for sure. So, yeah, you know, just because they're not with us doesn't mean we can't still enjoy their magic, even after all these years. Like he's visiting us from beyond. All right, friends, it is time for our first giveaway for our supporters. So, if you have supported us via one of three ways: Super Chats over on YouTube, thank you. Facebook Stars over on Facebook. And of course, our raffle tickets. Appreciate you guys and gals very, very much for allowing us to do another one of our big giveaways. You know, it's your generosity, it's your kindness that really does let us do stuff like this. And our first people to get a chance to grab some magic are you, the people here. You may see names multiple times. It's because some people, they really want to win. So they get multiple entries. Like Steve Z. You might see Steve Z, his name a lot, because he did donate a lot tonight. So we are going to go ahead and see. Now, this is not for the big giveaway just yet. This is one of our smaller ones, but there's still great stuff up for grabs. The last time we did this giveaway, our friend Gello Gello won a $200 prize on our bonus wheel. So there is still goodness to be had here. So thank you to our supporters out there. Let me do one quick check. Just have to double check. I don't want to get any last people missing from that list. And let's see. I'm all caught up. We are all caught up. We are all good. So we will go ahead now and do our giveaway for one of our supporters. And yes, Orlando, I got you. I got you on there. Yep, I got you. Yep. David First says, get them like I did. That's right. So here we go. Here we go, everybody. Good luck, and let's see who it's going to be. Here we go. Here we go. All right, and our winner is Mr. Alex Flippin. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Alex is watching over on YouTube. Doesn't matter where you're watching. It is your time, Mr. Eric Flippin.
Congratulations!
But we are not done just yet with Alex. Oh no, this is really when things start to heat up around here and we start to have even more fun with all of you, because Alex now has a decision to make. He has won a prize, good prize, worth $20, 20. However, Alex can go for those big prizes again, worth up to $200. But as you know, we have the same number of prizes as the whammies. And if the wheel does land on a whammy, then that means that there is no prize. There is no winning for that round. So Alex has spoken already. He said, push it. Let's go. So that's exactly what we're about to do right now for Mr. Alex. So friends, hang on tight. Here we go. All right. Is it booted up? Yes, it is. We'll let it needs to buffer. There we go. We'll give that a moment to refresh here. It's been a couple weeks since we've done this, and there it goes. Now it's moving and grooving just like we like to see. All right, so big prizes, but we also do have those whammies, as I mentioned before. If it does land on one of these sons of a gun, then the prize that you won is no longer any good. But you will see up top in the blue coming around there, right below CTW or on top of it, is the big spin bonus. And the big spin bonus is you get to keep the prize that you already won, and we'll go to another wheel, another prize wheel, that only has prizes. So you will double dip if it lands on the big spin bonus, which has happened. Happens a lot. So let's see here what we're going to do. We'll let these whammies go by. So good luck to you, Alex. Here we go. Here we go. No whammy, no whammy. The wheel needs a brownie ice cream taco. It does. It really does. Ooh, that's a good one. I believe this is valued at $80. It's either 75 or 80 bucks. This is called Burnout 2.0. Alex, this is so cool, man. This is a business card holder that when you take your business card out, the damn thing's on fire. And you're on fire on being one of our winners tonight. So everybody in the chat, let's make him feel the love.
Congratulations!
Yeah, I think it's like 80 bucks for that one. So yeah, Burnout 2.0, really cool and very memorable. Really cool thing to have there. So anyway, there you go, Alex. Congrats on winning that. And we will need you to email us so we can send you your prize that you just won. So it does pay to press your luck around here sometimes, right? info@allthingsmagic.com. You got 1 week. Claim your prize, so be sure you get in touch with us before that week is up, or that prize stays over here. And it might go to one of our other winners another week. So there we go. Alex Flippin, congratulations to you, sir. Pays to press your luck. Yes, it does. Let's see. Let's find another good one. There we go. We'll do this.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right. And we got Alex out there saying, thanks for the congrats all, and thank you as always to All Things Magic. You got it. And thank you for being a supporter and a viewer, and just being part of what we do, man. Appreciate it. As Tim Miller says, you know what? That one sounds pretty hot. Good one, Mr. Tim. All right, so that's the only one of those that we've got. So we should remove it, and I'll also remove one of the whammies. So now it stays even. We have the same number of prizes as whammies. And let me go ahead and spin this again, mix that up. There we go. Shuffle it and reboot it. There we go. But if you're watching right now and you're interested in winning some stuff, I got you covered. Freebies are here. Get on our free All Things Magic prize wheel right here. All you need to do is type in the word win right there in the comments, and we'll get you added on this wheel, and you could be our next winner. It costs you nothing, but you got to let us know you're here, and that's how that works, okay? So there we go. I now want to jump into the question of the week, which is what I was trying to do earlier, but I got distracted by these beautiful tacos. Good Lord. These glorious peanut butter and brownie tacos. So the question of the week comes to us from our viewer who was watching, or he was watching earlier anyway, our friend Tardvark over on YouTube, also known as Zach. He asked a great question. It's just always good to get to know each other and, kind of get the community vibe going. He wanted to know, he posted this a couple days ago in the All Things Magic group. What's your favorite way to force a card? He really wants to know. 1, 2, 3, 4 question marks. I want to expand my abilities on how to force a card in several different ways. Friends, help out Zach. We've already got a lot of great people that have answered this. Corey Van Valen, who's a worker, does this stuff all the time. He uses the Classic Force. That's his favorite one to do. As well as Edmundo, Crisscross Force from Larry Colombo, Classic Force from Caleb, Cut Deeper is a great one. Paul Green does have one of the best Classic Forces out there, for sure. Riffle Force or Hindu Force, Classic again, Hindu. One-way force deck, if you really, really, really want to go surefire, make it feel very, very clean, that is definitely one way to do it. A slip force. So there we go. And we will also remove this, which is also just a little reminder, friends. It doesn't mean you can't mention other resources for things, but don't put links to other magic shops. Like, all things magic is my livelihood, along with performing. And honestly, like, sending people to other shops, it's kind of a slap in the face. And so I am going to remove this because I would have done it anyway. I didn't see this, but it's just a friendly reminder that when you do that, you're literally giving the big box people the business when we could be the ones to do that service for you. It does hurt. As a person talking to you, and honestly, like, when I see people, we are trying our damnedest, our best to be in that world of your first choice of magic. So stuff like this really does hurt at the end of the day. It doesn't make me mad. It just hurts. So I'm going to remove the comment because that just isn't nice. And we do have rules. We have rules about not sharing things from other magic shops and stuff. So it's just a friendly reminder. You know what I mean? And another one for the Hindu Force. So there we go. And I get it. Some people don't even realize we do what we do, but we do. And it sucks to see people doing stuff like that. So yeah, what are some of your favorite ways? Brian says the Carl Fulvis 201 Ways to Force a Card. That's a great resource for sure. That is a very good resource. David First says sometimes I just give them the card, which isn't a bad idea, to be honest. It's really not a bad idea. I don't know why that's still sitting there. Multiple forces for multiple situations. Not every force works in every scenario or effect. That's a great piece of advice. Yeah, like one size doesn't fit all, right? I also want to give a shout out to Mark Schaefer dropping in some stars. I think I missed that. Thank you, Mark Schaefer. There it is. Geez, I'm behind here. Sorry, Mark, for your kindness and your generosity here. Mark dropping in 3,500 stars along with another 500 stars. So, oh my gosh, Mark.
What the hell?
Mark Schaefer.
Oh my God. No
Thank you.
way.
And then speaking of Mark Schaefer, he also says why not use a one-way force deck and then do a deck switch? So there you go. That works as well. Luca, who's a worker, he's quite a worker. He's the guy that's he holds down the safe house in Milwaukee. He's there on the regular. To force a card, I like a second deal. A little second deal action, right? Giving the people a card is a great idea. Don't make it too much of a big deal. Yeah, I mean, I've done that myself as well. And I think sometimes if we just act casual and we're just doing our thing and we just give them the card, why would they think we're doing anything sneaky? You know what I mean? And Mark Schaefer again, 2425 stars, 2,425 stars.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for your support. Yeah, Mark Schaefer is the man. True that. And just a hell of a nice guy. It was so nice to finally meet Mark in person. I see a lot of your names on the show here each week, but it is so cool to finally get a chance to literally put a face with the name. So Mark's been such a supporter, and it really does mean a lot. So thank you. So thank you, and to you guys as well for sharing your favorite ways to force a card. That's cool. All right, let's see here. I had that to show you in this. And also, speaking of friends out there, I also wanted to show you guys this. This is something, we're always proud of our magic buddies that are doing great stuff. And Tyler Fergus says, I just want to share this as the 5th year in a row for Best Local Entertainment. Arts, Culture, and Entertainment, Best Local Entertainment. Tyler Fergus, the magic of Tyler Fergus. So wanted to give a shout out to our buddy Tyler, who also is doing big things where he is, and the 5th year in a row. I know our buddy Corey Van Balen has won Best Magician in Tampa for the last few years over in the Bay. So that's also awesome to see our friends doing such amazing things and getting rewarded for it by winning these type of awards. I love to see it. And another friend that I also want to mention, let me just pull him up here. He is consistently working hard, and that does not go unnoticed for sure. That was our friend John Shackelford. I like to call him the Shack Attack because he's just awesome. John Shack also performing all over the place, and he shared some photos from the other night where he was doing a gig at a film fest. So here's our buddy John Shack doing some magic on stage for a film fest. Got the people up there with him. He's doing a little Rubik's Cube action. Here we go. I recognize that magazine right there. Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey. Chris Philpott. And here he is doing a little close-up magic as well. So John really does love doing what he does, but he's also worked very hard to do it. So love to see that. And then he's also doing his Magic and Merlot things. But he also did a house party here, a little house party action. There he is with the peeps. And here he is from, I think, last week over at Magic and Merlot again. I see Odyssey over there. A little Rubik's Cube again. And it's doing a little close-up for the people. So there we go. John Shack Attack doing some great, great things. And very excited for him. I also like to see this. He's doing another house party here, 21st birthday. That's cool. Getting those great reactions. So yeah, shouts to John Shack. And yes, again, nice work to Tyler Fergus as well. Mark Schaefer says, I won the Best Magician in my house. Just me and my wife. Well, congratulations, Mark Schaefer. Congratulations, Mark Schaefer. And Michael Mayo, what's up, buddy? Hope you are well. It's always nice to see your name popping up around here. And yes, John Shack is the man. How was your trip 2 weeks ago? Hope you had a chance to recharge. It was fantastic, Ken Dum. I went down to Florida, spent some time literally on the beach, like right there on the beach, smoking some cigars on the beach. Then went over to Disney for a few days and had some fun with my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. And just went and just wandered around, just enjoyed the nice weather that we had when we were there. It was actually really nice. And just made some good memories. So yeah, thanks for asking. You know, it was cool. Not sure if Drew Murray is an ATM customer, but saw his show Friday and it was really good. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll have to check him out, Mr. Drew Murray. All right. Thanks for the heads up on that. All right. And then this is also something I wanted to share. This came, I've seen this floating around before, but Halloween's in the air, and this is always cool to see the Houdini pumpkin. This was, as they say, this is Smoke and Mirrors Theater. They made this post. This photo was taken from the Houdini Museum website. So that's also neat to see the Houdini living on through pumpkin carvings. That must have taken a minute to do. That's actually really good. So that's neat to see as well. So there we go. All right. What else did I have queued up to show you guys? I showed you that. I showed you that. Let's do this. I think I had... Oh, yeah, this. I want to show you this. This is really, really neat. And then last week we didn't have a show because I was out performing. And I'll be performing again tomorrow night down on the Las Vegas Strip. And I am very proud and excited to be doing more and more of that as time goes on. So, yeah. A couple other quick things I want to tell you about that are really, really cool. Triad coins from Joshua J are now available in quarters. You know, I know a lot of people like to do things coin magic wise with things that don't look like something you wouldn't normally have, like $50, whatever. There are places for those things. Don't get me wrong. It makes sense sometimes to use those. You know, presentation can cover anything. But it sure is nice sometimes to have coins that would just feel normal and that are gimmicked. And this new set is the quarter edition of the Triad coins, which basically is a 3-coin vanish where you can show the coins individually throughout. They vanish one at a time, and at the end, hands empty. It's beautiful. You can do other stuff with the set as well. These are made by Roy Coopers. And again, this is the quarter edition which is something that was new to us. So proud to have these for you. Definitely feels more of an EDC, if you know what I'm saying. So we have this for you here. Put a link in the chat for you if you're interested in that one. And then the other new thing that I thought was really cool, not only the baby hand, which I have right here, this is an updated version of the little hand, and this is in collaboration with Michael Anwar. And this is great, again, for Halloween. You know, you get the little hand to pop out and grab stuff, which is really cool. So I got these in stock, the little baby hand. It's neat. But the other thing I wanted to tell you about real quick, and let me ask a question. I had a question, I'm sorry, asking from Mark Schaefer. Okay, Luke, you like to post questions. If you had to buy and or perform one trick and only one trick, what would it be? If I had to buy a trick. I think the trick that I would do, because I've always had this one kind of like close to my heart, is this one, because I actually have it right here with me, because I love, and I'm going to be doing this tomorrow night actually. I really enjoy doing, and it's probably not going to show up. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised with the color. I love doing a mismade bill. This one's the $100 version actually, and I've got a couple of these with me I'll be taking. And I like this. And this was the question again, if you could only perform one trick. I like this because it's not something most people have ever seen. You know, if I bought a card trick and did a card trick, everybody has seen or heard of or knows about card tricks. But to do magic with money is always very, very powerful stuff. And I've always loved doing a bill switch. And I use the TT version, but I love the mismade bill. There's just nothing like it. You know what I mean? It's weird. It uses money. It's abstract. They can feel it and touch it. And it all happens right underneath their eyes. And it can play to a bigger group. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm a big fan of a mismade bill. And being in Vegas, doing it with a $100 bill, I think is a really cool touch. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good question. Good answer. Love it. Hey, well, thanks for the question, Mr. Mark Schaefer. And Money Magic does rock. It sure does. I thought you were going to bring out the Sharpie. Nope. This time it was the old bill switch. You know, the old mismade. So yeah, the other thing I want to tell you about real quick is this. You know, one of the tricks that I do love to carry with me. Uh-oh, what did Ryan say? I bought a mismade bill many moons ago and sadly lost it a long time ago. I need to rebuild me one of those. You know what's cool, Ryan? And I haven't listed these on our website yet, but I'm going to show you something real quick. Tell everybody. Hold on a second. So if you check our website tomorrow, I'll have these listed. This is my secret stash. These are from Diamond Jim Tyler, and these are basically like prop money mismade bills. These are like $2. You know, they're not real bills, but my tip to you, if you end up buying one of these, is you take the mismade bill that they give you, and they also have a variety pack. And again, we're going to have these available for you. We'll have them tomorrow. Very affordable. So if I'm actually doing a gig and I'm going to have a mismade 100, which is what these are, and I borrow a $100 bill, there are times when I've actually switched it and they just let me keep the $100 because they think it's the same bill and they want to keep that more than the $100. So that's pretty rad. But a little tip with these, if you have them or if you do pick one up eventually, I always take these out of the packaging and I do this. I ball it up. I do all this. I rub it in like that. And now it really does feel like a real bill. And it looks a little bit more realistic too, because now it's like, something you'd have in your pocket, right? So yeah, that's what I do with these. But yeah, it was Ryan that said he lost his. The nice thing with these, very, very affordable, a couple bucks. And that way you don't have to worry about, yeah, and that's what these are, Luca. These are the Diamond Gem. I can't really see that, but yeah, these are the ones I have. The Diamond Jim Tyler Magic Mismades. Yeah, these are fantastic. Yep. So, no way. That's amazing. I think I need to pick 1 or 10 up pretty soon. Yeah, these are great. You can't go wrong having these around, especially. And again, I did a gig last year or the year before where they were going to pay me in cash, and they were hundreds, right? So I knew he was going to pay me in cash. And so at the end of the night, I had one ready, and I did the switch for the Miss Spade. And I go, you know what? And because he gave me a tip, he gave me an extra $200. And so I said, you know what? I did the switch, folded it for the Miss Spade. I said, you know what? Why don't you keep this? This is from me to you. And he, in his mind, he's like, wait a second, this guy is giving me back some of my money. No, I'm not. But I've left him with something that now he's going to remember me every time he looks at that damn thing. So anyway, that is something that I like to do myself. This is what I wanted to show you, though. One of the things that I do carry with me is the pocket version, which is no longer available. It's not at this time. Of Frozen in Time. I love having a little credit card sized version of this with me. But for many, many moons, people have wanted to do Frozen in Time with not just the hour, but with the hour and the minutes. And now you can with this new version, as you see, Frozen in Time, hours and minutes. So if you don't know what the ending is, I'm going to try to bring up, I'm going to make sure that's, I'm going to see if they hold this up here. There is basically a clock. Oh, you can't see it behind my head. Like a pocket watch inside of a sealed frame. It's like a plexi type thing. And that pocket watch has the hour on it usually, right? Because they can just name any hour and you show that that's the hour that's frozen in time. And now you can do this not just with the hour, but the minute, which I think is freaking awesome. I do a lot of presentations based around moments and time and memories, and now being able to do this with the hours and minutes, I think is chef's kiss. I think it's great. I'm so happy they finally did it. I think it's long overdue, but maybe the technology or whatever they're doing to manufacture these they weren't able to do it. Either way, I'm glad they're doing it now. Now I know the price tag is high, $145. I get it, but for the people that do shows that love that kind of presentational angle, I think you'll really dig it. Yeah. Do you think the hour and minutes version could be made? I don't know, man. I really don't know if they'll be able to get that down. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, this is the bigger plexi version that's out there. But it's got the Masuda name on it. It's a very clever method, and at the end, they really can inspect the thing because it's just a sealed thing with a picture inside of it. So it's pretty rad. So I'll drop the link if anyone's interested in learning more about it. So Frozen in Time. There you go. But last but not least tonight, before we do our last giveaway, the other thing I want to let you know actually real quick, these are sold out everywhere else. This is not dealer talk. This is like for real. We have one left in stock. And I know with Halloween coming, a lot of people on our page even have been asking about the best version of the Voodoo doll. And we have the ones, I believe these are made by Bruce Calver and his wife. These are the Aikido Voodoo Extreme dolls. And these are great. It's a nice height. You can see it's nice and big, so it plays big. And these are the Voodoo dolls. When you hold your hand, the doll stands up by itself. Then it goes back down. Kick-ass price on these. I think they're like $20, if I'm not mistaken. But we have literally one left. So where is that on our website here? I just want to make sure the price. It's either 20 or 25, but I think it's 20. Yep. $20. There it is. So yeah, really, really cool. And again, if you want to do something like this for Halloween, I don't know when they'll be back in stock. That's the truth. But we do have one right now that we can ship to you. So if you're looking for something kind of neat for Halloween, this is a great little piece, and it's only $20. So let's put this guy back, and there you go. Aikido Voodoo doll. So it uses that classic principle, if you know what I'm talking about. All right. But the last thing I wanted to tell you about tonight on the magic side, I was going to show you two things. I'll just show you one. It's something from my buddy Nicholas Lawrence. This is called The Final Cut, and this is rad. This is smart. And you know what? If you like the concept of level 1 from Christian Grace, I'm not going to say this is like better than Christians because that's kind of like not nice. But this has things that you can do with it that you just can't do with level 1. Some of the displays before the vanishing of the deck, you just can't do with that, and this you can. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is Nicholas Lawrence's newest release, I believe. Yeah, I think it is. But watch the video to see just what happens before. It's a bit by bit vanishing deck where you're left with their card at the end, multi-phase vanishing deck. The visuals are great. This is not terribly hard to do, and it's a worker. So here you go. Take a look right now at the final cut.
You see him go? Look, what was your card? Making something vanish is one of the most magical effects you can do. I try to stay away from what feels like a trick and try to create something that feels like real magic. My favorite part is that it's intuitive, making it easy to learn right out of the box. At no point in the routine does it feel like anything other than a genuine deck of playing cards. But hidden in plain sight is the final cut gimmick, allowing you to not only shuffle the deck, cut the deck, but perform some of your favorite effects and leaving the final cut as the perfect finale. You can perform the final cut with any deck right out of the box. It's as clean as it gets. It looks amazing, but more importantly, it feels impossible. It will stun anybody watching. And have any card freely selected. No force. Have it signed and lost back into the pack. Truly shuffled with no funny business. Look, watch your card, the 3 of spades, right? Look. There's no way, right? Like it's in the middle. I can even shuffle the cards. So look, your card is somewhere in here, right? So I'll do it like this. That's not it, right? No, 4 of spades close, right? Let's take the 4, put it in my pocket, okay? And imagine this. I'm gonna make all these cards join the 4, except for your card. Watch, ready? Watch. All you have to do is do this. Watch the cards. Did you see it? Look, half of them go. Watch. One more time. Ready? You see him go? Look, what was your card? Your card was You're gonna end completely clean with nothing but their playing card and a normal deck of cards. This is the final cut.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That is my pal, Mr. Nicholas Lawrence, dropping some fire. I had a quick question from Ryan Garber. Is it as knacky as level 1? It's really not. The way that this works is different, but the visuals might look the same. I'm trying my best to tiptoe around this, but I know that level 1 had the handling had to be kind of specific, knacky, right? This is easier than that. I give you my word on that. It's not as knacky as the other one. And you get the bonus of being able to show more of the deck before that last vanish, which is really cool and something you could not do with level 1, which is nice. You can show like the whole thing, right? So yeah, that is the final cut from Nicholas Lawrence. All right. And yeah, what about that creepy guy in the background? It was just kind of like hovering there, right? It was kind of weird. All right. So that is that. Let me take one last look at my stuff here. Okay, I got that and that. Oh, this. I wanted to show you guys this because we are doing our big giveaway here at the end of the show. We'll do a free giveaway first. So let me show you something first, and we'll do a free giveaway, and then we will do our big giveaway, okay? But I want to show you something really neat. As Jim says, it's not knacky at all, easy to do. So this is someone that has the Final Cut, and he's letting you know, Ryan Garber, let me pull it back up. It is not knacky at all, easy to do. So there you go. I do my best to tell you things, but it's always nice to hear people that have purchased other things give you their honest thoughts as well. So thank you for that, Jim. Thanks for sharing. Chris James in the house. Yo, nice to see yo face. Chris James has something coming out. I don't know what day this week, but there is something I'm sure we'll be carrying too, called The Button. And Chris James has been doing some great stuff recently. And this one is a João Miranda release as well, you know. So looking forward to checking that one out. I don't know, Chris, do you know the date? Do you know which day of the week it comes out? Because there's been some initial buzz about it. Thursday morning. So there you go, friends. From the man himself, Chris James, letting us know that his new release called The Button is dropping on Thursday morning. So we will have it. We will have it for you, friends. So if you're looking for it, let us know. We got you covered. All right. And William Howard is looking for a win out there. All right, William, I got you added to our giveaways tonight. Thank you for being here. And thanks for the deets, Mr. Chris James. Another friend looking for a win tonight, that would be Wojo, watching over on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, Wojo. 6567. Got you covered. All right. This is something I want to share real quick. I missed this when I was out of town, sadly. I thought I saved the comment, but I think I missed it. William says, please put the link to the raffle tickets. Yes, sir. I will do that right now for you, William. They are in the chat for you, just like magic. There you go. So I missed the Ehrlich brothers when they were in town over at the Orleans Arena. But I heard it was like Magic Live 2.0. It was like full of magicians everywhere. But this video, I thought I would share. This is our friend Dave Johnson, who's a magician here in Las Vegas and a member of All Things Magic. His wife posted this video, and this, I guess, was like the beginning of the show. You know, this is like their opener. They're going to do their version of the Shadow Box with the iPad, which I think is one of the best versions I've ever seen, personally. But this is basically what not to do if you're going to a magic show or any show. Just be aware of your surroundings. So we're going to watch this together, all right? So let me just turn it down a little bit. Here we go. Again, the show has started. Fuck out of the way, dude. It gets worse. It gets worse.
Wow, seriously? This is really happening.
What the hell?
No, it's not your fault at all. The ushers should have helped everybody to their seats.
But they're still there. Can't even see the beginning of the show, dude. And it's a great illusion. It's great. But yeah, anyway. That's that. So basically, again, if you're going to a show, maybe pay attention to the people around you, because this is how they open the show with Disillusion. And basically, I don't know about you, but I wasn't there, but I barely saw any of it. I saw the end when the thing came up and whatever. But Ken's like, yeah, I would have lost it. Real Radical's like, yeah, come on, move, right? I flew in from Kentucky for that show and it sold out while I was in line. Are you serious? So Tim, you didn't get to go to the show? And I know it didn't sell out. They were giving out tickets left and right for that the last week, 100%. Wow, those stooges in the audience to help conceal the meth. It's just really smart. John's just like, oh my God. All right. So Ryan says, I would be so not nice, you know? Yeah. Brilliant. They should hire people all over the arena. Just blocking the freaking view. Oh, man. Those people are annoying as the people who play music on their phones without. Oh, I know. Eric, you must. You got to get tired of that on the plane. You're Eric Elmore, right? I think this is Eric Elmore. Eric's a pilot. So, yeah. That's annoying as shit. So anyway, I hate that I missed the show. I heard good things about it, to be honest with you. I heard that it was a packed house, but again, I don't think they sold very many of those tickets. That's not here nor there. But I heard the magic was very good. I had a nice chat with Charlie Fry the other day who went. I talked with my buddy Keelan Laser who went. And they all said the magic looked great, that it was good. And you can tell that they were filming it. There's like a giant jib up here, and they were filming this for some kind of special or something. So. But I heard good stuff. But Tim says, I flew all the way there and no, I didn't get to see it. So that does suck, Tim. I would be pretty pissed about that as well. Cross country for that. Jeez. Eric says, yes, sir. Oh, it is you, Eric. All right, cool. So, you know all about that on the airplanes and people not, or the kids with their tablets playing games when they don't have any AirPods or headphones in. Yeah. Frustrating. All right. So friends, it is time. We're going to do 2 giveaways right now. The first one is for everybody. It's for everybody, all of our viewers that have participated. Let me pull up the free prize wheel. We got to do that first. This is our way to say thanks for watching. Each week we do at least 2 free giveaways, and then we also do a couple giveaways for our friends that are our supporters as well. Says the man blasting TikTok lives before bed. I don't know who you're talking about. I have no idea. Jamie, I have no idea. Oh, man. So anyway, thank you to everybody for being here tonight. Let me make sure I have Tim Miller on this wheel. I don't want you to miss out on anything else, Tim. You missed out on a damn show you flew to see. Tim. I don't have Tim Miller on here. So Tim, you're on the wheel now. There we go. Okay. Anybody else that came in late that hasn't entered our giveaways just yet, please let me know. I want to make sure that I keep it fair. And Fred Aaron, thank you for the like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Ryan Garber says, I don't see my name. No, I put you up there earlier, Ryan. Let me just confirm that. Are you serious? There's no Ryan Garber? I bet I know what I did. I probably put you in on the other thing and assumed you were on here. So my bad, Ryan. My bad. All right. I think we are all set for this. I'll just give it a couple more seconds. So there's a little bit of a delay, and then we'll do it too. And then we'll do our big giveaway. So hang tight. We're almost there, friends. We're almost there. Okay. You got it, Tim. That does suck, man. Hopefully you got to go see some shows when you were here. You came all the way from Kentucky. Hopefully you got to go see something. And I do not have this friend on YouTube over there. That's JT. OU. Okay, gotcha. And Steve Z is not. Did I really not put Steve Z on this? Are you serious? Yeah, there he is. I got Steve Z on there. Yeah. And Alexander says, I don't think I'm on there. Let me just do a quick. Yeah, I didn't feel familiar typing that name in there. So Alexander. my apologies, but you are now officially on the wheel. Oops. There we go. All right, thanks for your patience with that. Stars the same as ticks. Yes, Mr. Overly. Yes, they are the same. So I do have you on our giveaways. Oops, yep. No worries, Scott R. Smith. And you got it, Tim. All right, so this again is for the free giveaways. So let's go ahead and mix it up a little bit. And good luck.
All right, everybody.
Cheers to another show. Got some YouTube people coming on in here. It's like a Wojo. Wojo6567 on YT on the YouTubes. Congratulations to Wojo. Wojo, you need to drop us an email with your info and we'll get you a prize over to you. A little bonus prize. And Wojo is a new name to me anyway. You might know Wojo, friends, but I do not. So let's welcome Wojo to the party with a win. That is a great way. And Wojo, if you're still watching, you do have a week to claim that prize. And also, Wojo, let us know where you're watching from. It would be great to know you a little bit better. And as I always tell people, it pays to watch. You watch live and you never know what could happen. You could be the next Wojo. That could be you, friends. So warm congratulations. We'll give you the OG congrats as well because, you're one of us now.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Hopefully we'll see you more often around here, Wojo, on one of our upcoming shows. And again, that is info@allthingsmagic.com. And we do have that 1 week window of time for you to get in touch with us. So don't miss out. We don't want you to do that. Okay. And Wojo is tuning in from Michigan. All right. So we got a friend in the Michigan area, Warren, Michigan, to be exact. So there we go. All right. So we are now closing up shop with that. All right. Let's refresh. Okay. Friends, we are at the end of our show. I want to give a big thank you to everyone that helped us get to the point in the show where we are able to do a giveaway for all of you. Sometimes there's just not quite enough of that support, but tonight it definitely was there and then some. So thank you guys for that.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
All right. This show really does keep moving forward and going forward because of you. So thank you. So right now we've got a whole bunch of beautiful people. Let me take one last look at raffle tickets and stars and super chats. Let me just do a quick peek. We are caught up with that. We are caught up with, nope. There is a Mr. Howard. We almost missed out on Mr. Howard, so I don't want to miss you. So here we go, Mr. You are added up there. You are a late donator. So we got you added in there. Okay. And we are good on the super chats. Again, thanks to Istar on YouTube and Jim on YouTube for the super chats. And on the stars side on Facebook, thank you to Mark Schaefer, Steve Zelke, Steve Timken, Chris Overly, John Carter, and Mike Miller. You guys are rocking it over on our stars on Facebook. Thank you very much for that. And of course, everyone else you're about to see on our thing here are from our raffle tickets. We have a whole lot of you tonight. So thank you to all of you. Quick few shout outs to Sammy Hoxa, Gilbert Welch, Mark Schaefer, who's going to be on there a bunch, Tommy Schneps, Alex Flippin, Mike Miller, Steve Zelke, Orlando Rodriguez, Joshua Hill. We've got Tom, Alex again, Istar. There's Istar, Mike Miller again, Gary Edwards, Jim's on there. More. We got Obes right there. We got John Carter, Lou Enton. Don't want to forget you, William Howard, Luca Andrews, David First. We've got Eric Seibold. We've got more Steve Z's and Schaefer, Mr. Schaefer there, Ryan Garber, Eric Elmore, Joe Berman. Got you on there, Joe. Thank you for that. Mike Hankins on there. Gilbert Welch, you did make it on there. No, Gilbert, you were asking earlier. Want to make sure you knew you were on there. Tim Miller, you're also on there too. So we got you guys all covered. And thank you for letting us do this. So here we go, friends. Let's see who the big winner is tonight. Again, well, I'll announce the prize after this. Screw it. You want to know who won. Let's go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. And our big old winner tonight is Gilbert Welch. You know, Gilbert stepped away from things for a little while, but now he's back, and he is a big winner tonight. He is a big old winner tonight. So let's give it up to Gilbert Welch, who just picked up a TCC deluxe close-up bag along with $200 worth of magic that I will magically sprinkle into this. I'll handpick some good stuff for Mr. Gilbert, and this thing will be full of goodness for you. So, Gilbert, let me find the email, info@allthingsmagic.com. You are the big winner tonight, and you have a week to claim that big prize, so don't miss your chance to do that. And as always, to all of our winners, we ask for a little bit of grace, 24 to 48 hours. So if you're emailing us tonight about your prize, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We do have orders and customers to take care of first, but we do get to you guys once that is all handled. So, all right, everybody, congrats to Gilbert out there. Congrats. There we go. A little congrats coming in there. All right, we got the nice coming in from Wojo, our other winner, just a few moments ago. David says, throw in some tacos in the bag. I don't know if you want a stinky TCC bag. I don't know if you want that. That doesn't sound very fun now, does it? No. So that's pretty cool. We got another winner. I think Gilbert, this might be like his first big win. So that's always awesome. That's always cool. And then the other thing I was going to show you that I've been playing around with that I think is cool as hell. We've got these, obviously. If you've never seen them, these are awesome. Have you guys seen these? The little briefcase. You know, in Vegas, I'm a magician, but I'm also an avid golfer, which is always fun. You can't really see this, but these are the things I need to golf. When I go to Top Golf, I bring my tee, and I bring my golf the ball marker, little ball markers when you're golfing there, right? Which is always important as well. Of course, if I were to just tap on this, you would know that it is solid. But you know what? There's one thing missing. One thing missing here. And that one thing that is missing is my golf ball. It's real. It is real. It's not sponge. It's not Goshman. It's just the real deal. It's a golf ball. Golf ball there. And then, of course, you can show, you can show the inside. Why is that not opening? Anyway. Damn it. Just open. Like, I'm not doing anything sneaky right now. The damn thing just won't open. It must be the tacos I've been eating. So yeah, anyway, and then you can show the inside and you can show the front. I've been having a blast with this little thing now, but yeah, it's cool. It is fun because then at the end, you know, you can't fit that in. It's like the old bowling ball, right? It's like the old bowling ball for a briefcase. Yeah, I've been having fun with that. So anyway, that's what I got. All right. So friends, thank you for another week of fun. And I will catch you all next week, Tuesday nights, 8:30 Eastern Time, for another Taco Tuesday show. That will be a lot of fun. And then we'll have more stories from the road and all the other goodness that comes with our show. So let me just close that and that. And we will scoot on out of here in style. So thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to find the thing. Sorry. There we go. All right, everybody. Catch you next week right here. And if you haven't yet, drop a little support, right? A little thumbs up on it on the way out if you haven't already. Mean a lot. All right, friends. Catch you next time. All right. Thank you, Joe Berman, for being here. And thank you for the fun as well, Scott R. Smith. Where do I keep the club? Oh, that's the other bag. Kingdom. Can't stop thinking about the brownie taco. Gonna have to figure out how to make it. make those to be my sweet too. Yeah, those look damn good on this. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Lou. Appreciate you being here, sir. Always good to see you. Brian Garber, missed everyone last week. Glad they're here. We'll be convening next week. Same bad time, same bad time. You got it, buddy. Catch you guys next time. Appreciate you being here. See ya.
Thank you, and good night.